Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from the second group of class 2 ISA 1. On this occasion, we would like to present about quicksort of algorithm. Before we start the presentation, allow us to introduce ourselves. I am Gabriel Patricia Siagian.
My name is Zina Falelani.
My name is Muhammad Hilmi Abiyu. History of algorithm. Mathematical scholar find the origin of the word which comes from the name of the famous book writer Abu Ja'far Muhammad Ibnu Musa al-Khawarizmi. Next. Definition of algorithm. Algorithm is an important concept in programming, and every programmer must be well versed in it to write efficient codes. According to Wikipedia, algorithm is defined as a set of rules that precisely defines a sequence of operation. Algorithm is basically a set of simplified rules or instruction that will help users to perform a task or operation in much efficient manner. Next. Characteristic of an algorithm. Not all written instruction for programming is an algorithm. In order for some instruction to be an algorithm, it must have the following characteristics. Clear and unambiguous. Clear and unambiguous. Algorithm should be clear and ambiguous. Each of its steps should be clear in all aspects and must lead to only one meaning. Well-defined inputs. If an algorithm says to take inputs, it should be well-defined inputs. Well-defined output. The algorithm must clearly define what output will be yield, and it should be well defined as well. Finiteness. The algorithm must be finite, i.e., it should not end up in infinite loops or similar. Feasible. The algorithm must be simple, generic, and practical, such that it can be executed upon with the available resources. It must not contain some future technology or anything. Language independent. The algorithm design must be language independent. It must be just plain instruction that can be implemented by any language, and yet the output will be same as expected. Next.
Types of algorithms. Based on how they function, we can divide algorithms into multiple types. There are many types of algorithms, but the fundamental types of algorithms are: the first is recursive algorithms. Recursive algorithms is to solve the lowest and simplest versions of problem to then solve increasingly larger versions of the problems until the solutions to the original problem is found. Divide and conquer algorithms. Divide and conquer algorithms. Divide the algorithms into two parts. The first part is divide the problems on hand into smaller sub-problems of the same type. Then in the second part, the smaller problems are solved and then added together or combined to produce the problem's final solutions. Dynamic programming algorithm. A dynamic programming algorithm solves complex problems by breaking them into multiple simple sub-problems, and then it solves each of them once and then stores them for future use. Greedy algorithm. In this algorithm, we find a locally optimum solution without any regard for any consequence in future, and we hope to find the optimal solutions at the global level. force algorithm. A brute force algorithm blindly iterates all possible solutions to choose one or more than one solutions that may solve a function's backtracking algorithm. Backtracking is a technique to find a solution to a problem in an incremental approach. A backtracking algorithm solves a subproblems, and if it fails to solve the problems, it undoes the last step and starts again to find the solution to the last problem. Next. View of quicksort algorithm. Quicksort is one of the most efficient sorting algorithms. It works by breaking an array partition into smaller ones and swapping or exchanging the smaller ones depending on the comparison with the pivot element picked. Next. Definitions of quicksort. Quicksort is a highly efficient sorting algorithm and is based on partitioning of array of data into smaller arrays. A large array is partitioned into two arrays of one which holds values smaller than the specific value, say pivot, based on which the partitions is made, and another array holds values greater than the pivot value. It is quite scalable and works relatively well for small and large datasets, and is easy to implement with the little times complexity. Working of quicksort algorithms. The first is select the pivot element. There are different variations of quicksort where the pivot element is selected from different positions. Here we will be selecting the rightmost element of the arrays of the pivot element. Next. The second is rearrange the array. Now the elements of the array are rearranged so the elements that are smaller than the pivot are put on the left and the elements greater than the pivot are put on the right. Next. The third is deferred subarrays. Pivot elements are again chosen for the left and the right subparts separately, and step 2 is repeated. The subarrays are divided until each subarray is formed of a single element, and at this point, the array is already sorted.
Advantage of quicksort. First, fast and efficient. It allows users to achieve the same result much quicker than other sorting algorithms. Using this algorithm, you can select any value from the list which will act as a pivot. Next, cache friendly. The most talked about feature of quicksort isn't in-place sorting. This means at the time of sorting, the algorithm doesn't need additional storage space. Next, time complexity. Time complexity is the time taken by the algorithm to run until its completion. Compared to other sorting algorithms, it can be said that the time complexity of quicksort is the best. Next, space complexity. Quicksort has a space complexity of O or log n, making it a suitable algorithm when you have restriction in space availability. You might have figured out that space complexity is the memory space required by the algorithm to solve problems. Next, disadvantage of quicksort. First, unstable. Quicksort is undoubtedly a fast and efficient sorting algorithm, but when it comes to stability, you might want to reconsider your option. This sorting algorithm is rigid, unstable as it doesn't retain the original order of the key value pair. Next, worst case time complexity. In the above section, we show the worst case time complexity in detail. This is actually a drawback of quicksort. It usually occurs when the element selected as the pivot is the largest or smallest element, or when all the elements are the same. This worst case drastically affects the performance of the quicksort.
Why quicksort is better than merge sort? First, auxiliary space. Merge sort use extra space. Quicksort requires little space and exhibits good charge locality. Quicksort is an in-place sorting algorithm. In-place sorting means no additional storage space is needed to perform sorting. Merge sort requires a temporary array to merge the sorted arrays, and hence it is not in place, giving quick sort the advantage of space. Second, worst case. The worst case of quick sort, ON, can be avoided by using randomized quick sort. It can be easily avoided with high probability by choosing the right pivot, obtaining an average case behavior by choosing right pivot element makes it improve the performance and becoming as efficient as merge sort. Third, locality of reference. Quicksort is particular exhibits good change locality, and this makes it faster than merge sort in many cases in virtual memory environment. Next.
Conclusion. Quicksort is a sorting algorithm based on comparison with the divide and conqueror method. Quicksort algorithms sort very quickly, but they are very complex and processed recursively. In the quicksort algorithm, pivot selection is determined whether the quicksort algorithm will provide the best or worst performance. The time requirement of a quicksort depends on creating a partition, balanced or not, which also depends on the element used a pivot. There are three types of time complexity from the worst case quicksort, MRN, O, or N2, the best case MR, O, and log N, the average case. Suggestion: in studying algorithm and programming material, it must be understood thoroughly, and in the discussion of the material, this time we are required to think quickly and critically in this phase of a problem. So often practice from this writing, the author hopes that readers can take advantage of the knowledge contained in this writing and use this writing well, and hopefully this writing will be useful for all of us. Those are some things about quicksort that we can convey in today's presentation. We apologize if there are words or actions that are not pleasing to us. We hope this paper can be useful for everyone. Thank you for the time you have given us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.